You dumb idiot, Luther. We didn't need to fight those gnolls. You threw the dagger at them.
Listen, Pigeon. I say, like, holding my sides and trying to actively keep my guts from falling out. We both know you were the one who wanted to fight the gnolls. So give it a rest. It's bad enough being fucked up. I don't need to fucking argue with you about it as well. But anyway, I think this might work in our favor, you see. We'll use this as an excuse to get in Keltethal's chambers, you know? He can nurse us back to health. We can speak to him. We can find out where his head's at. Figure out a good way of getting what we need here.
Maybe I can charm him with my good looks.
As you walk down the dusty road, you hear the dogs of Tassel barking in the distance. An unusual sight catches your eye and stops the conversation mid-flow. There is a woman lying on the ground, her head sort of pointing towards you. She's on her back, her legs pointed in the direction of Tassel, her knees brought up, her skirt fallen most of the way down her thighs, and there's a dwarf positioned between her legs as the woman holding her swollen, pregnant belly shouts out in pain.
The streets of Tassel surely are safer now than the last time we were here. People giving birth in the streets.
The dwarf turns around to you guys. Finally, some goddamn help around here. Get over here. Get over here. You. I point at MrMouton's character.
Yeah.
Hand me that rag over there, quick.
I mean, I do it. Yeah. Pigeon likes dwarves. We've got a good history with dwarves.
I start walking over to the woman.
You hurry over.
But Neil, I am gonna hold a dagger. Okay, I'm gonna grab the rag. But I'm a little scared because we get fucking ambushed all the time on this dog shit ass fucking area. So I'm gonna have one hand on a dagger and then the other hand cautiously handing
What are
over
you
the
waiting
rag.
for, boy? This woman is giving birth. Don't you see that? Get over here. Give me that rag right now.
Okay, here.
I hand him the rag.
I watch it with amusement.
Underneath. Okay, Bethany, push now. Come on. You've done this 5 times before. Come on. I keep telling her. She needs to. There's ways to prevent this. You know. Push. Come on.
She cries
Come
out.
on, push.
Out pops.
Come on, push.
A slime-covered, tailed, umbilicaled, hairy little child.
Congratulations.
I pull out a small knife and cut the umbilical cord.
Do you tie him an innie or an outie?
Is that a choice?
Yeah.
Is that a choice?
You didn't know that? You could get to decide if you do innie or outie for belly buttons.
Who would decide
What?
outie?
Yes. It's depending on how you tie the umbilical cord, yeah.
No.
And here's me thinking that
Yes,
wasn't
man.
a fair discrimination, but it is now.
Congratulations, Bethany. It's a girl.
Congratulations.
I hand the baby to Nick's character. Can you hold this for a second?
Yeah.
Hold it. Come on. Wait.
I hold it. Yeah, I hold it.
Leave your guts behind. Grab the swaddled child.
Our blood mixes.
Neil, is there there wouldn't be like a disinfecting spell or anything like that? Is there
There's
anything?
purify food and drink, but
That's your baby now, Luther. You're a father.
This
Yeah, good
reminds me
enough.
of when you were
I
born,
cast.
Pigeon.
That sounds about right. I cast purify food and drink around the woman's loin area.
I drop the baby in surprise.
you don't actually, right?
You're a wizard? No. Okay. No, it would be funny though, wouldn't it?
Be like a
All
giraffe.
right.
Wait, a dwarf
pick
wizard?
up.
That doesn't make... Pigeon.
I pick up the rag and hand it
cleric.
to Nick's character. Wrap up this baby real quick, will you?
Right away, sir.
I do my best. Yeah, I
What are you doing? Have you never handled a baby before?
I have. Him, I say, pointing at Pigeon. It was a long time
Yeah.
ago, though, as you can see.
My mom was a whore.
That's
Interesting.
my sister you're talking about.
We have a lot of prostitutes around here. They're just like any other woman, aren't they?
Are you from Tassel?
I'm pretty sure Bethany here used to. Oh, I think I'm not supposed to tell you that actually. Give me the baby.
I hand the baby to the dwarf.
Bethany
I hand
tries
the
to
baby.
prop herself up against a nearby rotten fence.
Neil, this
hand the
isn't
baby.
Thoros. What's his name, is it?
No, I would let you know if you were
Okay.
encountering a person
Okay.
you knew.
He
I
owes me
give
a
the baby
favor.
a slap to see if it starts crying. As soon as it starts crying.
Yeah, it cries.
Okay,
The mother holds it and feels around and then like starts to unswaddle it. And baby's got like a little bit of a tail, just like a little tail hanging out the back end, just like a couple fingers long tail.
Oh, interesting. Okay, Bethany, who have you? I don't even want to know.
Wait.
Quickly starts to rewrap the child.
Well, I wrapped it, so I know the baby's got a tail.
Yeah, you saw it. I mentioned it earlier. No one reacted, so I'm bringing it up.
Well, I thought you were talking about the umbilical cord. Yeah.
No.
I thought you were. The baby has a tail.
Well, just a little tail.
As an open I say that as an open question to both Bethany and the dwarf. The baby has a tail.
It's been known to happen around here. Bethany, do your other children have a tail as well? I don't remember.
She's like exhausted, panting. She's just given birth. She doesn't have time for anyone's questions. She's like wrapping the child close to her.
The baby is a demon?
It's known to happen, right? Have you never seen a demon baby before? Half demon, half man. It happens all the time. I've seen so many of these.
Not in my town.
Not in our town, no.
Well, where are you two from? Tell me.
Cauldron.
Up the road.
Oh, Cauldron. Right. Isn't that where you guys boil people alive for fun? It's great town. I've been there once. I've been there.
It's a good. Oh, you've seen it? The boiling?
Didn't really care for it.
Wow.
No, you must have missed a good one then.
Since we've been in charge, they've been spectacles. But wait,
does the baby have horns? I'll go over there, Neil, and I'm gonna inspect. Or I'll look at it.
Oh, it's got a head full of hair. If it's got horns, it's hidden behind. But the hair is so thin, there's no way it's got horns.
Pigeon, check it for horns.
I'll go check it for horns, Neil.
The woman pulls her child away from you.
Leave Bethany alone. It's her child. Come on. What are you? You guys are from Cauldron. What are you even doing here?
All right.
Well, we're here to talk to
Kelteetle. Yeah.
Oh, right.
You were here for the battle?
Oh, I was here for so many battles, young man. You have no idea. Nathaniel St. Clair.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm
Cleric.
Luther. I'm the sheriff.
Fighter and keeper of peace. You're the sheriff
Pigeon.
from Cauldron.
That's correct. And this is my deputy, my detective.
I stretch out my hand. It's still kind of covered in
I
like
shake it.
baby gunk.
Yeah, I shake it. So,
I stretch out my
Nathaniel.
hand- I stretch out my hand to Pigeon.
I shake it.
Nice to meet you, Pigeon.
Yeah, good to meet you.
You're from Tassel? I don't remember you last time I was here.
Oh, I come in and out here sometimes. I'm not originally from around here, but I try to help where I can. And this is let me tell you, this place needs a lot of help. And if you want to be where you gotta help people, like Cauldron, I'm sure it needs a lot of help too. I'm sure you guys do a lot of great work. Helping a lot of people by boiling them alive. It's an honorable task, I'm sure. But
no, the thing is, Nathaniel, if you want to help people around here, you're talking to the right guys. You see, because down here, down in the south, in Eridon, this place has fallen on some real hard times recently. Luckily,
oh,
Lord
you're
Shacklebrook-
telling me, buddy. I know this is the third birth I've done this week, and they're all in the streets. Where are the fathers? Is what I'm always asking. Where are
Neil,
the
I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna
everywhere,
offer her
all over the
water.
streets. They're drinking, doing drugs. They're leaving to go somewhere else, leaving their wives here, pregnant and barefooted, and I'm here left to clean up the scraps. It's a nightmare, honestly. We could use some help around here.
Well, our good Lord Shacklebrook in Cauldron really wants to help Tassel out and make sure it gets back on its feet after the bandits have been cleared away.
Oh,
Do you
finally.
know?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, that's typical. Now that the bandits have been cleared out. Now that the job is easy. Right. Where were you guys like 2 years ago? Do you know what was going down here 2 years ago?
Nothing easy about governance, my friend. I can assure you. It's there's a great task ahead of us if we're going to make Tassel the town it can be.
Neil, I'm gonna offer her some watered down wine.
Oh,
The
yeah.
only
She gulps
problem
it as fast
is
as she can. She looks
that
really thirsty.
Kelteetle,
I give her more.
Yeah.
he's
Is that
Check your
that
DMs.
wine you're giving her?
Yeah.
I slap the wine bottle out of your hand.
Okay, it falls on the ground and breaks.
We don't do that around here. No alcohol. No alcohol for the people I take care of. That's one thing you have to know about me. They don't drink.
that wasn't the elven wine, was it?
Pigeon smiled wryly at you.
You see, the thing is, maybe you can help us. Do you know Kelteetle?
Do I know him? I mean, yeah, we help each other out.
We need to convince Kelteetle to work with our Lord Shacklebrook so we can work together and clean this place up.
Right. And what is in it for Shacklebrook exactly?
Well, to see the South prosper.
Right.
If we can,
of course.
if we can reopen the docks in Tassel, we'll all be much richer. We won't have to rely on the scraps from High Castle any longer.
Oh, if I had a piece of gold for every time some rich asshole came in here trying to help, promising us that they're going to make the South prosper, and then looking at the ruins and the women in the streets giving birth and the people running around with a tail and one arm, and then turning around and leaving immediately, leaving the people here to die, I would be a very rich man. I mean, the South would be prospering then, I can tell you that much.
That's a very specific story, my dwarven friend. Sounds harrowing. Maybe we should, your friend here, is there somewhere we should take her? Maybe to the tavern?
Oh no, she'll be fine. She'll be fine around here. She doesn't really have a... Bethany, you'll find home from here, right? I have more work to do.
I don't think I can walk. Please, somebody.
Oh, that's okay. I'll send someone with a wheelbarrow.
I could carry you if you want, Bethany. Where are you going? Where do you live?
Well, we'll send someone with a wheelbarrow. It's fine.
No,
Let her
I
be
like
with
to
her
help out
baby.
the...
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's carry her together. I'll take the legs. You'll take the arms, and you
she's
hold
in-
on to the baby, Bethany.
She looks at the lot of you and is like, please send a wheelbarrow. You know, just given birth, you know, blood and shit still pouring out of her, holding a baby, you know, not in a good state to be carried.
Fine. Yes, we'll get you a wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow, right. We'll do it right away. Yeah.
I put my arm around, or, you know, I sort of lead Nathaniel with me as I walk up the road towards the tavern, and I say, so you're a cleric, right?
In the flesh.
You know, we've just been ambushed by gnolls on the road. I'm on my deathbed here. I don't suppose there's anything you could do.
By gnolls? Around here?
That's right, a big group of them. There's maybe 14 or 15.
That's another thing where I'm gonna have to talk to someone about the fortifications around here. What a nightmare. Okay. Sure. What seems to be the problem? He does very routine, kind of, you know.
I'm on 1 HP, so yeah, I'm fucked up.
Oh
he
yeah, you see gashes.
Squeezes your arm to see if you wince in pain. Squeezes your leg to see if you wince in pain. Kind of gives you a pat down.
He's got
slices
and stabs across his body from edged weapons.
Oh, gee, how many 10, 20 gnolls did you fight?
15, 20, something like
12, yeah.
God damn. All right, by a Loomis. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Well, it's a blessed day that you made it out. Let me see what I can do for you. I'll cast some healing spell, Neil.
1d8 HP.
Oh my god.
Roll
We can't
for him.
be choosy. We'll take the Loomis.
4 HP.
Okay.
My face drops open with shock as I feel this healing magic. Never have I experienced anything like this ever in my life before. I'm dumbfounded, and for a moment, I forget the angle and I'm trying to run on this guy here, and I'm just kind of in amazement.
Nathaniel,
Thank you.
with his experience, kind of I think recognizes that the face of someone who's been healed by a cleric spell for the first time, and his expression kind of softens and he kind of calms down a little bit. Is this your first time feeling the light of a Loomis?
You're the second cleric I ever met, but the first one that I ever seen cast a spell.
It's a blessed day, my friend. It's a blessed day. What's the weather right now, Neil?
It is August, and it is late in the afternoon, so it is hot and dusty.
Feel the sun on your skin right now. Feel the blessing of the Loomis run through you. This is a special moment. You're never going to have a moment like this again.
Oh.
Let's take this in for a second, my friend.
You see Pigeon a little scared.
I put my hand on your shoulder as I'm soaking it in. I assume I'm looking into your eyes and I say, are you one of the lantern holders?
The lantern holder, is it? Neil, have I heard of these people?
Yes, that's your church. I forgot its name earlier.
Right. Okay, yeah. That's right. You know of us?
I do. I visited Tassel once before. I was treated by a colleague of yours, although not in such a divine fashion.
I'm so sorry. I have to be literally back in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm back. Okay. Neil, what was the name of the other cleric?
Scarlet Sunbeam.
Oh, you've met Scarlet? You've met Scarlet. Wonderful. She's a great help around here. Yeah. Great.
She didn't heal us
productive.
last time.
I didn't know she could do that. Yeah, I thought she was just a holy woman. I didn't realize she was a cleric.
It's up to a cleric themselves how to use their powers, isn't it? It's
Of course,
It's
yeah,
always
no.
an interesting question. How do you you only have so much to give out every day. And let me tell you, there's a lot to do here every single day. So every single time is a decision. I'm sure if she made the decision not to heal you, it was a wise one.
Did you hear anything about the murder in the Metallic Hills?
Did I hear anything about that, Neil?
Nope.
Do you know what I'm referencing, Neil?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Do I know about the Metallic Hills?
Yeah, if you look at the map, just north of Tassel, beyond the flatlands, is this section of hills over here. They're called the Metallic Hills because they've got like a lot of metal deposits. And the nearby towns have all been recently, same era, sort of destroyed.
No, I'm sure there's no murder that there's so many murders. I don't even know how many I've heard of at this point. It's really a tragedy around here every single day. You know, the amount of times I've had to step over a dead body of a person whose children I just sat at the dinner table with the other day. The Metallic Hills, though, I don't think I recall.
Oh my goodness!
It's probably just a rumor. I don't know too much about it myself. It's far from here anyway. But Cleric Nathaniel, I'm so glad to see you. We've been praying for a cleric, literally.
Well, we show up there where we're needed most. It sounds like you've been taking good care of your town if I haven't been able to show up there, because if a person like me shows up, you're in a bad place. Speaking of which, welcome to Tassel.
Thank you. And we're building a new temple in Cauldron. You should come and visit sometime.
Do you believe in the other gods?
What kind of temple?
Well, we've got
darkens.
a priest of Martha who's recently come into town, so we were probably going to dedicate the temple to Martha, but it's still in construction.
If we had a cleric, we could do it to Loomis or whatever.
As I'm sure you know, or as I'm sure you've heard, if you've heard of our order before, every temple out there is a temple to a Loomis, isn't it?
That's true, yeah. But Loomis fights the undead, as I understand it, and we've had some trouble with that kind of thing recently.
Oh, the undead. Noel's undead. Maybe I do need to... How many... What's the undead situation? Tell me more.
I'll kind of explain to you our theory. It's basically like there's some undead being, maybe a revenant, coming and bringing up bones and doing ghosty shit.
They're not just like attacking people, they're kind of like playing tricks to undermine the mental health of the Lord. They're like digging up dead bodies and hanging them outside his door, and some weird shit's going on.
I don't care about it. How many dead? How many people dead?
Oh, now at least 5.
5, as we call it in Tassel, Tuesday.
It can't be that bad in Tassel, surely.
That.
Right. It used to be a lot worse before I showed up. I can tell you that much.
We're here to take over. Well, help take over Tassel.
Take over.
Last time I was in Tassel, I was in a fight by the time I got to this part of the road. So it seems that things are getting better.
Did you say you
sounds
stopped?
about right. Yeah, I stopped.
I try and talk past this and make him move past
He stopped walking in the road. He just stopped.
Come on, the tavern's just over there, right?
I'd like to hold on. You said you want to take over Tassel. Tell me more about that pigeon.
Well, isn't Caltitel here?
That's right.
Didn't he already take it over?
I mean, every place that anyone owns has been taken over by someone at one point.
Oh, well then yeah, we want to work with Caltitel and bring him under our lord.
Right, the phrasing take over, I'd like to take a little bit of issue with here, if you don't mind. Because it sounds a little... What if Caltitel doesn't want to...
Well, we'll have to have that discussion with Caltitel.
The thing is... talk to him about it.
Right, well, I'm just saying Caltitel he's a busy man, and I wouldn't want to bring him... It's not really... I mean, I'm not his assistant or anything. I can help you find him. He can choose to talk to you or not. I'm just saying if you might want to think over what kind of deal you're proposing here if you just want to...
I think we need to consider our language, perhaps, Pigeon. Take over is the wrong turn of phrase. Really, we just want to get the gears moving, get the port open, get things happening in Tassel. We can't wait for the Lords of High Castle to work out what the succession looks like. Caltitel's here, we're here, Lord Shacklebrook's here. We've got gold, we've got workers.
I actually don't think you need to. Maybe you don't need to talk to Caltitel at all yet. I have a long list of things, and he literally pulls out like a scroll.
No, I think we need to speak. Caltitel and I are good friends.
the water situation. First of all, really needs to be addressed. Horrible. The amount of purification spells I have to cast every day just to keep the people here healthy. If we can get 20 to 30 men around here to redirect some of the streams and rivers to properly get clean water here, that would help us a lot, right? Next up.
That sounds great. Yeah, that's something we could help with.
Merchants are not coming here anymore. We need to build out the roads. That's probably another 20 or 30, maybe 40 workers to build out the roads properly.
Well,
so we can
the roads are dangerous, as Kel Teasel knows well, given what happened.
Very good point. That's actually the next point on my list. Very well, yeah. How many soldiers do you have in Cauldron?
We have a number of powerful knights, but we are short on footmen.
Right. Okay, a number of powerful knights is gonna definitely help. Okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, with just that list of demands, can't you just go back to Calder and we can start working on it? It's about bringing prosperity, right, and making Tassel better. I think those are things that we can start on.
The thing is, you know how the nobility are. If Lord Shacklebrook is to invest in Tassel, he doesn't want Lady Alkali's successor turning up here in 6 months and invalidating all of those investments. That's all.
Right. Yeah. Politics, right? Always getting in the way of helping the people.
That's the way. But hopefully Kel Teasel sees things the right way and we can get things moving and get to your list of demands, requests as soon as possible.
But you can see how my demands are. What is your game here? Luther, you said your name was?
That's right, yeah, Luther, Sheriff Luther.
You're interested in helping the people of Tassel?
I want to see the South prosper. That's my personal interest. My lord's interest is in having a hand in Tassel's rejuvenation, seeing the docks opened.
And I want to be a knight.
Right. I don't really deal with these sorts of politics. You might want to talk to Kelteedle about this. I can tell you what we need. I can tell you, Lord, what we need. But if they need to, I don't know what they do in these rooms, jerk each other off or whatever. I've never really gotten a good grasp on that, to be honest. While the people on the ground actually help out, then we can do that. Tell me, Pigeon, are you more of the helping out on the ground type, or are you more of the jerking each other off in rooms type?
I think.
Well, I'm usually a helper. Yeah.
Help,
I do what needs to be done.
Why don't you? I'm in the middle of my route through Tassel right now. Why don't you two go ahead and join me for a bit? Help out, see the actual on the ground situation in Tassel instead of going around and just. I mean, if you want, sure. I can bring you to Kelt. Okay.
No. We can do a walk around. Sure. I'm interested to see what's happened to Shartuk's fortress anyway.
Oh, I need a heal.
And how the Brim Street boys down at the dock are doing. Those bastards are bandits. We need rid of them as soon as possible.
Can you bless me with the light of
that I can agree with you on. We do need to do something about the bandit situation badly. And let me tell you, we've been trying that for a long time now.
Yeah. But the table's turned. With Shartuk gone, the Brim Street boys are vulnerable. We can head down those steps ourselves and be done with them. A few more days of healing, I think we can sort that problem out ourselves.
You want to sort out the bandit problem?
Of course.
You suddenly have his attention.
Yeah, definitely. These bandits,
we gotta clear the docks out.
The last time I was here, they insulted my honor to no end.
You think you could... Neil, just making sure here. I am very much opposed to this bandit crew. These are not... I'm not in any way positively affiliated with them.
You have no positive affiliations. Of all the bandits that have been in the area, they have been the least barbarous and the least evil, and they have given the docks some semblance of order. But they're definitely like a bandit gang who runs it. They're just, not the worst bandits in the entire world.
Gotcha. I don't know about this yet, to be honest. We can talk about I don't know. I'm no offense to your lord, his lordship. Obviously, I would never offend any kind of nobility. But I don't know them. Neither does Kel Teedle. And I've met, and I'm sure you know a lot of nobles that, and I'm not saying that this is the case for yours, but I'm sure that you've met a lot of nobles that are worse than bandits and a lot of bandits that are better than nobles. Isn't that right?
Indeed I have, yes, no doubt.
Right.
In fact, Kel Teedle's old master was a conniving and deceitful thing. Luckily, the gods have had a hand in that.
That much I've heard about, yeah. Well,
Lord
I'm
Shacklebrook is of a different breed. A nobleman with noble intent.
the bandits over at the docks,
Yes.
they hold a soup kitchen every Friday. Are you willing to replace that?
Of course, that soup's probably stolen anyway.
I don't know where they get the soup. I just know that
Exactly. Well, I'm just asking questions.
40 to 45 people that I take care of have a warm meal every Friday.
We have a whole group that's going to come in and take over the docks in a great way, and we're going to start having real shipment from Tassel to Kneecap to Longcast to High
Think
Castle.
of all the think
I'm
of
sure,
the
I'm sure
jobs.
you are. I'm
Think of
sure
the
you
money.
are.
But you know, my wounds are severe despite your god's intervention. I'd need some days to recover, but once I'm fighting fit, I think we should deal with the Brim Street boys ourselves.
I think I'd like to show you around Tassel a little bit. Would you mind joining
Okay.
me?
Well, it's the least I could do after what you've done for me today, cleric.
Cleric, do you carry your weapon with you? I know you don't bring your armor around with you, but do you?
I would carry
walk
my
ar-
weapon around here, yeah.
The only reason I
I've got my
bring it up
horse.
is because Luther, this guy, this dwarf, is hauling around a two-handed
Yes.
sword. And I know you got
Oh,
a
he's
thing
got
for
a two-handed
two-handed swords, so just like a, just you got a little bonding going
I would show
on.
him my magical two-handed sword, but Neil's stolen it from me within minutes of getting it. He made me give it to an NPC.
You would be doing that.
I've never seen a dwarf wield a two-handed sword before. You must be very strong. How do you even carry the thing? I struggle on my back, and I'm 6.5 feet.
Wait, repeat what you said, Nick.
How does a dwarf carry a two-handed sword? I'm over 6 foot, and I can barely keep the thing on my back.
Oh, let me show you. And he pulls it out, and just kind of he's pulling it out, and it seems like he's about to literally just fall over as he has it out, but somehow he stands strong and just wields it like this,
Wow.
and kind of goes back and forth.
That looks great.
She's a beauty, isn't she?
She is. I look at this sword. Is it magical, Neil? Does it look magical?
I mean, it looks like an ancient dwarven weapon
Wow,
of supreme
badass.
craftsmanship. That
Badass.
is it magical? Maybe.
Yeah, well, it sounds like
Had
it
this
could
for
be,
a
yeah.
long time.
That is some sword. Wow. Well, how, I've been being trained by one of the knights back in Cauldron, but when we've been sparring recently, I believe I'm becoming his better. I'm really looking for someone to help me maybe take it to the next stage in fighting with a two-handed sword. Maybe I just found my dwarf.
I don't know if I have time in my schedule to help you out
perhaps.
with sparring sessions, to be honest, but I'm sure I could
course.
recommend you some excellent people in town who are very proficient fighters.
All right, okay. Well,
Let's do your round.
let's take your tour, cleric, yes.
You go on a
Yeah, so-
tour of the town. You see the water problem. There's like these little creeks that kind of flow together through Tassel, but the water situation's not great. Farmers have since diverted water off into little sections without real concern for how it affects things downstream. And the water that comes through is often like muddy and it crosses through the road a couple of times. So there's just like crap going through it. And it's also where everyone dumps their waste. And so the water that runs through town just kind of, it's not great
Shitty.
looking. It's not great. Yeah.
As we're walking through, Neil, is there signs of Caltitle's men here?
Absolutely. You can see the keep at the
Yeah.
far side of Tassel, just over the cliffs. That used to
That's
be
Chartuke's keep,
Chartuke's,
yeah.
but it is now inhabited by Keltitle. The Alkali family crest hangs on a flag that like drapes down the front of the wooden walls.
And I'm kind of just imagining we're doing the rounds here. There's like certain hot spots that Nathaniel likes to walk through every day to check on certain groups of people, right? Maybe he knows that like at this corner, there's a bunch of like teenagers that hang out that always get into trouble, but that he's kind of been keeping an eye on. Mm-hmm. And they're kind of walking through, and maybe they're like, I don't know, playing or something. Or
there's the guy who doesn't have any legs who repairs everyone's fishing nets, you know, and he just sort of like is parked out front of the house near the main street, and you know, he needs help getting around and doing things, and he doesn't have any family. He used to have one leg, but then the bandits, you know, wounded him, and you had to amputate the other leg, and so now he just sits there, and he can't go down to the docks to sell his fishing nets, so, you know, he's just up here repairing them, and
And with every person that he encounters, he seems to have like some sort of genuine conversation. You know, the guy without the legs, he kneels down in front of him and talks to him, and maybe he, you know, just has like a laugh with him, makes a joke about something, and then kind of moves on and yells at some teenager in the back. Patrick, you better not be drinking. You're not drinking again, are you? Is that water? Is that water in that flask?
Of course it is, Father Sinclair.
Hand me that flask right now.
It's empty. I finished the
water. It's empty. You finished the water.
Yes, sir.
I have an eye on you.
Of course, sir.
Don't get into trouble.
No, sir. Would not do, sir.
Walks
somewhat
through
of a sheriff yourself.
I don't think so. I just make sure that everyone who needs help can get help. This place is lost. This place was abandoned multiple times. But the people are still here, right? Mm-hmm. When the nobles turn around on their heels and walk away, the people don't go away. They're still all here. Someone needs to take care of them, right?
I agree. Wholeheartedly.
Maybe we come past like some sort of communal building that's kind of falling apart, that's kind of slowly being built up, and I kind of give each of you like a small task to kind of help out as we go, and I chat with the people, and maybe then we walk past and there's another place where like some food is being prepared, and I just, you know, enroll you guys in a bunch of small bullshit but very important tasks and errands that we just kind of need to run as we go through. And I kind of just like don't even really question you or ask you if you want to do this. I just kind of hand you a thing and make you do it, and kind of delegate as I go through these like very routine kind of task, and as make you like kind of take in the picture of this town.
I try earnestly to do a good job at these tasks. I do want to impress my good nature onto Nathaniel and Tassel in general. So
I do a shitty job, so no, I don't get asked to do more.
The day was already late in the day when you arrived, and the dwarf here, Nathaniel St. Clair, is seeming to go about doing all sorts of stuff, even as the sun begins to get low, even as the shadows get long, and everything quiets down. Even the dogs start barking at a certain point, and Nathaniel's still out there.
Well, as the sun starts to set, I'll say to Nathaniel, we've been traveling on the road all day, and I'm wounded. I need to find somewhere to rest for the night, feed my horse, and get it rested.
Have you... I look at both of you. Have you been to a temple of Illumis before?
Yeah.
I haven't.
The sun is going down. It's prayer time. We should pray together.
I look at Pigeon.
I shake my head.
Perhaps in the morning, cleric, I should see to my horse. Teresa gets tired.
Those who don't pray at night and say that they pray at morning end up not praying at all.
Perhaps in your experience, but things are different where I'm from. I shall see you in the morning at the temple.
All right. It's your choice, my friend. Thank you for your help today.
You don't want to come to the tavern with us and share a drink, some food?
I have a few more things I want to do.
Well, when your day is done, if you have the time, that's where we'll be.
Now we're going to the keep.
I'll see if I can fit you in.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we do. Maybe we do go to the keep.
Yeah.
Well, the keep is there. The gate is shut. The tavern is just down the road. You saw it earlier.
We'll go to the keep.
Yeah, let's go to the keep. I do have my horse with me right now. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think if Nathaniel notices that you want to head to the keep and not to the tavern, like Pigeon said, I think he would.
Yeah, because you can
join
see
you, because I think he wants to sit on this conversation.
You can see what they say, and then you watch them as they walk away, stop for a moment, and then like take a right and head towards the keep instead of going left towards the tavern.
Yep.
Well, I lead my horse up to the gate, Neil. I guess Nathaniel can catch up with us.
Mm-hmm. The dwarf hurries to catch up to you as you approach the gate, and one of the footmen on the wall looks down at you and says, "Who are you? What's your business?"
Charisma check to recognize this guy's name. Maybe I saw him in High Castle.
Give me a charisma check at -4.
Oh, yeah.
My god. You know what? You did see one of these guys in High Castle. He was one of Kelteetle's men at arms that was following him around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shane, is that you?
Who are you?
I'm Sheriff Lutheric from Cauldron. We met in High Castle.
Oh, Sheriff Luther.
That's right. My detective and I have been attacked by gnolls on the road. A large group. We're very wounded. I was hoping we might be able to rest in the keep so I could meet and debrief with Kelteetle.
He looks past you guys. Father St. Clair, are you with these men? Sorry, I picked the wrong time.
I know. Yeah.
He goes. He motions to someone below him, who opens the gate, and the three of you plus the horse can come on in.
Thank you, Shane.
There's a little makeshift stable over here with 4 horses in it, but everyone's pretty much done for the day. One of the footmen has run off to go, inform someone inside of what's coming on.
I turn to Shane and I say, "Thank you, Shane," and I offer him a handshake, and then say, I shake his hand and put a hand on his shoulder and say, "I'm glad to see you survived the battle. Is there a place I can keep my horse for the night? We've been on the road for 2 days."
If you're to be permitted to leave your horse here, he points over to the makeshift stables, that would be the spot.
Oh, I shall wait. Okay, of course, sorry.
A few moments later...
Everything okay?
Know what you mean. There's nothing imminently wrong.
You're acting weird, buddy.
Well, it's a strange place, Tassel, and wasn't expecting to see you.
Oh.
What's your business?
Well, I'm here to speak to Kelteetle to find out how things went with Shartuk. To discuss when he and his men might be helping us with the werewolves and the demon.
That's what you came down here to do, right?
I just came to follow orders. All that sort of stuff is beyond me.
Well, I'm sure well, we'll wait for Kelteetle, don't worry.
He heads back up to the wall to keep a lookout. And a few moments later, Kelteetle and a couple of his knights come out of the keep, wearing breastplates and swords at their sides, accompanied by a pair of squires. They walk forward and see this scene.
They don't look wounded, no.
Probably
Probably been a while, hasn't it?
been more than a month, so yeah, they look fine.
Yeah.
They look at you guys. Well, Luther.
Kelteetle, it's good to see you again. I take a step forward and offer him a hand.
Yeah, he goes forward to shake your hand. This is Pigeon, right? You were
That's right.
unfortunately in the bathroom during the whole meeting.
Oh, yeah, I was shitting myself.
And then he looks over and he gives a stiff bow. Father St. Clair.
Kelteetle, my condolences for what happened on the road. A terrible tragedy.
I roll my eyes.
William's blessing.
Terrible tragedy. Father, do you know these men?
I ran into them on the road, and they told me that they wanted to speak with you, and I figured it might be best if I joined you. I give him like a knowing look.
The reason we're here, Kelteetle, well, one, I should inform you, we were attacked by a large pack of gnolls on the road, upwards of 15. I barely escaped my life. I was on death's door until I met our cleric friend over here.
Yes, you do seem to be quite injured, the both of you. Good of you to dispatch the gnolls, though. And you seem all right.
Yes, well, I'll live to see another day, I'm sure.
I'm sure the gnolls.
The reason I'm here really is one, to check that everyone survived and things went well in the battle with Shartuk. I wasn't expecting you to deal with the bandits first. You left before I returned to Cauldron, but the pressing matters of the werewolf and the demon loom large.
He sort of looks at you in silence.
You wouldn't come and eat us out of house and home without helping us, right?
Perhaps we can discuss in the morning. I don't know if it's too much to ask, but I could really use a doctor and a place to rest. I don't suppose you have such facilities here.
Well, you've already found our doctors. He points to the cleric. Father St. Clair over here, and the other medics can tend your wounds.
Thank you.
There's a tavern in town with a few beds still attached if you need a place to stay.
Okay.
We can't stay here?
I
Well-
say questioning this fucking honor here.
We have little in the way of rooms. You would actually be more comfortable in the tavern. If you'd like to sleep on the cold, hard floor, you're welcome to find a place in the keep. But
We're
there's
fine.
no beds to speak of.
We're happy to sleep at the tavern, Caltitel. Don't worry. I do hope that we have a chance to chat properly, though, whilst we're here.
Right. Would be a shame if a good and soft bed were to be wasted on one of the people who actually lives here.
With Shartuk dead, I assume, things have taken a turn for the better, but the work isn't done. There is much to be done in Tassel, as Father St. Clair here can attest to. I accompanied him on his rounds for a few hours, and I saw a lot of suffering in those streets. I know things politically must be tough up in High Castle right now, but we
Well,
need
to
see
be
things
honest,
happening in Tassel.
I haven't had any word. I've only
The road
recently
has
found
been-
out that Lady Alkali's passing. 2 weeks after it happened.
That is unfortunate. I
Not-
didn't think it was something we had to tell you, but next time we get news of anything of the sort, we'll make sure to send word.
Not exactly sure what the situation is in any given direction. So you'll forgive my hesitance to dispatch men on dangerous tasks. I think for now, my only position can be to hold this ground while I wait for instruction.
But
That said,
Cal-
let us talk again in the morning
Okay.
when you've had some rest.
thank you.
Well, we gotta
Well-
pray in the morning.
I'm glad to see you well anyway. I'll speak to you tomorrow. I give a nod to Shay.
Do you know who's taken over in High Castle?
Excuse me?
He doesn't know.
Do you know?
Well,
Do you know who's taken over for Lady Alkali?
I know her cousin, a young man named Gorm, was the next in line for succession. At least that is how Lady Alkali had said things, but her confidence in the young man was not high.
Well, we know how High Castle is.
all right.
However high Castle may be, it is a far cry from Tassel. I dearly wish I was there now.
Oh, I don't doubt
But
it.
clearly, you've met our resident champion. He points to the cleric. Father St. Clair here. Make sure that we're all doing our best to improve the world. Isn't that right, Father?
The only thing I know how to do.
Of course.
We are blessed that he is here for certain.
All right.
He will. I'll also remind you that every minute that we spend in here, someone out there could be being helped instead.
A great point. Well, we shan't waste any more of your time. Caltitel, I'll visit you in the morning.
Okay.
Okay. I'd say
Cal,
that
we
also
should talk about the Knoll situation. I find it worrying.
Of course, Father St. Clair. Would you like to talk now, or can it wait till the morning?
Well, we can wait until the morning when maybe half of the village has been slaughtered by gnolls. I don't think that should be a problem, right?
No, of course, of course. Let us head into the keep. Knolls. That's what attacked the sheriff and the detective, right?
That's right.
Yeah, we'll leave.
Yeah, we leave. I shake. Father Sinclair, it's good to meet you. I offer you a hand. I hope I'll see you in the morning as well.
I'll shake your hand. You'll see me.
Good.
I'll be around.
All right. Me and Pigeon leave.
Right.
Nice to meet you as well, Pigeon. He won't only shake.
I don't go to
Bluehoof's
shake
hand.
your hand either.
All right.
As I understand it, the gnolls are wanderers. They're not often coming through town, is the words you can hear Kelteedle saying to Father St. Clair as you guys make your way out of the keep and towards the small tavern nearby.
I'll whisper to Luther.
That Father St. Clair, he's rubbing me the wrong way.
You were praying for a cleric and you found one. What do you mean? This is all of our troubles answered. We just need to convince him and Kelteedle to work with us.
No, he seems like too much.
Well,
he seems like he'd be trying to do a million things in our fucking place.
Maybe we just keep him in Tassel. We can come and visit him from time to time.
I shrug.
You know.
Maybe he could keep running here and he could give us that lady cleric.
That could work. But maybe we could offer to open up a temple to Illumis in Cauldron and get one of the clerics to head it up, since there's two of them.
Do we really want to get in bed with a cult, though?
Is it a cult? He seemed all right to me.
Well, he only believes in one god, right?
Sure. Well, no, really? You think he doesn't believe in the others?
He said every temple's a temple of Illumis.
Yeah, in a sort of way that they've all got windows or something, maybe. I don't know.
I shrug.
You make your way
Well-
to the tavern.
Kelteedle seemed less sure of his position than I expected. I think it's a good sign.
I think we should impress upon him that he's cut off and he's going to need friends down here.
Yeah. Well, we need to get that across without it sounding like a threat.
No, but it is.
Yeah, I know, but it needs to not sound like a threat. He's not a man. Threats aren't going to work on a man like him. Trust me.
I shrug.
It might. He's got no honor. No bitches either.
We need to appeal to his honor. That is what he's got.
Well, you
He
didn't help
won't
us.
betray. He won't betray his lady unless he thinks it's the right thing to do. He won't do it for personal reasons. Doesn't matter. Anyway, let's get a drink. Neil, is this the same tavern where we had the meeting with Shartuk?
It is the same tavern. It is a little bit better now that Shartuk is gone. There are quite a few more people in here. Instead of it just being like sort of the brigand's den, the locals are here in droves. In fact, it's quite
made a difference
packed with folks.
Any of you we need a doctor.
What was the name? The lantern something or other?
Lantern holders.
Right. One of the nearby people says, "Oh, you should go see the lantern holders in the morning. They'll help you out."
How about you go over there and get one of them for me?
And I'll hand him 2 gold.
He looks at the gold that you hand him, and he like chews on it a little bit, like sinks his teeth
real.
to give little divots. Okay, I'll do that. He gets up out of his chair and scurries out the door.
Good job, Pigeon. All right, can I leave my horse in the stable?
Yes.
Oh, wait, is there a stable?
I'll get us a
There
room.
is.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Yep, you can get
Sweet.
a room.
Well, we got some food. And
You can actually get each your own separate.
I don't
bedroom.
want. No.
Nice.
1 room.
One room. Okay.
One room? Okay. Pigeon's
All right.
lonely.
Yeah, you can get some
Stop
food. You
looking
can
at
get
me,
some drink.
Luther.
The food is pretty meager. You know, they're serving boiled potatoes with scalloped potatoes on the side and a little bit of cabbage for flavor.
Okay.
A little bit of cabbage for flavor. Okay, cool. Yeah, we are food.
I don't want the cabbage.
I'll have your cabbage.
All right. Does the doctor come, or did this guy fucking rob me? If he robbed me, I will find him.
I know you will.
Maybe
know.
send the doctor tomorrow.
He does return. He finds you, and he tells you that the lantern holders say that they will come in the morning. That you should go to the temple in the morning.
All right, give me a gold back, you bastard.
Gives you a gold back.
That's the temple we're going to, isn't it? Anyway, to pray with Nathaniel. So that's fine.
How much to buy
Okay.
drinks for the bar, Neil?
For the whole
His
bar?
favorite move.
Yeah.
I want to say there's like 40 people in here, and your beers are like 2 copper each, so 80 copper, 8 silver.
How much for a whole night?
Multiply that by 6. So what is that? Like 5 gold, 2 silver?
Oh.
All right. I'm gonna pay 5 gold and the 2 silver, and I'm gonna buy everybody drinks for the night, and I'm gonna let them know this is on behalf of Lord Shacklebrook from Cauldron.
Okay.
All right, yeah, good move.
Yeah. Everyone.
We lead a toast to Lord Shacklebrook.
To Lord Shacklebrook, if they're looking for love, life, or honor, and they're tired of Tassel, they could, if they'd like, move to Cauldron. We have housing available.
Our Lord is to be married soon.
Only the bad ones, that's right. It's awesome.
It's free entertainment.
Well, I want to be boiled.
Don't be bad.
There's some murmurings about the boilings. It seems to be, scaring some folks off.
I give a toast to Lord Shacklebrook and his new fiancée, Annabelle.
Yeah, I do that, and then I will, I'll let everybody know that people drink like this in Cauldron every night.
Okay, good. We spend the night in the bar. In the morning, I go to the Illumis Temple.
Yeah, it's a quiet night. You'll
Can I
find
get healing? No, we fought.
No, you fought today. In the morning, you arrive at the Lantern Holders Temple. Where
Nobody sent a fucking wheelbarrow for that lady. Don't forget it. That's by design. Really? Was she now?
Would you say Nicholas?
Nathaniel wouldn't have forgotten.
Yeah. I figured that you were going to, but it didn't come up. I mean, you said you walked around, you did a bunch of good deeds. So.
Yeah.
One of the tasks that we did surely was send a wheelbarrow that way.
Okay.
I've been thinking about it. Yeah.
Can I leave my horse in the stable in the tavern? Yeah, we're gonna be here for a little while, so I just leave it there. That's fine, isn't it?
Daniel St. Clair, you've changed the gear document to your character.
Oops.
It's fine. It's fine. It looks like we filled out 2 separate character sheets for you.
Can I give you a charisma check for me paying for everyone and telling them everybody drinks like this in Cauldron every night?
Yeah, I would like a charisma check from both of you because I know you're proselytizing, but you're both a reflection on Tassel, on Cauldron in this moment.
25.
Oh,
God damn it, Nick! You fucking cuck.
I know. I fucked it up.
That's fine.
That's an interesting.
I was the one doing the
situation.
majority of the work, but yeah.
Yeah, you're talking. You're trying to sell up the place. People are like, I don't know about the boiling, and with the sheriff standing over there lurking over your shoulder, the badge hanging out. There's just a little sense of, ooh, we could all die if we go there. Just a little sense of that.
Or entertainment. No one was saying in Rome, they weren't yelling about the Colosseum fights.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very short-sighted, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's only focused on the person being boiled.
Dumb Tasslians, man.
The Tasslians, yeah.
Right.
Okay. We head to the temple, Neil. I leave my horse at the bar.
Yeah. Everyone arrives at the temple. I think you're there in the morning, I would imagine.
I'm up before the sun.
Yeah, I don't go
to the temple
early, but I go early. Yeah.
I go. Because I'm not a...
Well, you go without me?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll wake you up early in the morning.
It's before the sun. We gotta go. Before Loomis comes up. Come on.
Oh. Shit, okay, maybe you're right, yeah. Fine. I'm hungover. He's only like 22, so he doesn't get as hungover as me, but
That's right.
I feel rough.
How old are you?
Pigeon? He's 22 or 23 now.
Oh.
Yeah, how old is Luther?
I think 41 probably by now.
Oh, okay. For some reason I keep thinking you're younger than you are, but you're fairly old. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty old.
All right.
Yeah, we had
you will
that
find
before
Father
the sun
St.
rises.
Clair with the other lantern holders. You will find Scarlet Sunbeam here with the other lantern holders, and they are holding their morning service,
Okay, we join it.
welcoming the morning light into the world. Do you have any words that you would like to lead us through, or a bit of inspiration for us, Father St. Clair?
I'll do it for inspiration. Oh, never mind.
What's important for the people to know?
Yeah. Putting me on the spot. I see we have some new people joining us today. Have a seat. I was just getting started for today. The light of Illumis blesses us as it does every day. And we take it in and we breathe and stop for a moment to consider what it means to be under the sky of one true God. What it means to live in a world that is so dependent on this one gracious God. And we consider our tiny roles in his big spectacle, in the light of day, the beautiful light, revealing all that is true. And we know that there is a lot of work to be done every day. People to be helped. Light to be shown into the darkest corners of this world. To rid of all that is bad. And to play our little part as we're meant to do. Let's not waste much more time. I know all of you are here because you're searching for something. He makes eye contact with Luther as he's saying this.
Yeah.
And to search, you must... And to search something, to find something, there must be light. And we know there is only one place where we can find that, as he points to the sky. Let's get to work, everybody.
Praise Loomis.
Everybody
Praise
gets
Loomis.
up to go about their daily tasks of helping the local people in Tassel.
I whisper to myself,
I
Neil.
Praise Jaxel.
I walk up to Scarlet at Sunbeam, Neil.
Yes,
Scarlet.
you are not the only person who has approached her
okay.
post service. But after one person walks away,
I wait my chance. Yeah.
she looks to you. Sheriff
Scarlet,
Luther.
it's good to see you again. That's right. I shake her hand.
Pleasure.
It's good to see you again. I'm glad that you've survived the troubles in Tassel these past few months. Seems that your flock is doing well. I had the pleasure of meeting your colleague yesterday, I say, motioning to Father Sinclair.
I've heard. She sort of motions over for her pigeon and Father St. Clair to walk on over when they have a moment.
I need healing.
I say to them.
This is a rather base ask, and I'm sorry for it, but we were wounded on the road fighting gnolls. I'd love to make a donation to the church, and perhaps you might aid in my recovery, and pigeons as well.
You'd love to make a donation to the church? That's fantastic. Let me get everything in order right away. How much did you want to donate?
Depends how needy our Lord is today.
Right. I mean,
I can
there's
do
always
2
things to be
gems
done.
if you'd like.
So we could
2
do
gems.
30 gold.
30 gold. That's going to help us a lot, isn't it?
That would be a very generous
want-
gift. Thank you.
You want the
Right,
Okay, I
right.
mean you can have the 30 gold, I guess.
I give them 30 gold out of my pack.
If you're offering
Right, we'll
up
see.
gemstones, we don't have a mean to sell them, but I'm sure we will find such a means someday.
Well, you can use the gold then.
Perhaps, Scarlet, we can have a conversation about a longer term arrangement. We are building a new temple in Cauldron and are looking to fill it.
She gives a look over to Nicholas St. Clair. What is the ethos of your sect?
It's very much up in the air at the moment. You know,
I only have a priest.
There's a halfling priest. He's quite fond of Martha, but honestly, I think he could be, he could be convinced to change his mind. We have an important wedding coming up. When the temple is finished, our Lord Shacklebrook will be married to Lady Annabelle Redshield at the temple.
Martha
Be a
is
great
an
way to
married under
excellent
Illumis.
aspect of Illumis. We all need help and healing, and we all need life to grow. If you're going to find but one aspect of Illumis to worship, That is a good one. I would strongly consider you to consider the whole spectrum of light, not just one color.
The thing
I'm
is,
on board for the monotheistic religion, actually.
yeah, our halfling priest is not so learned in religious manners. So I don't think he fully grasps the importance of Illumis's place. Perhaps
We'd probably need a cleric to come teach him.
Perhaps some consulting would be worthwhile.
And our Lord Shacklebrook being married under Illumis, I mean, that's something.
It's a powerful symbol for the whole of the South.
Scarlet looks over to you, Nicholas St. Clair, and gives you the we have jobs to do here. We have a mission sort of look. Well, perhaps we could arrange some sort of education for your priest, or even find service in Cauldron. Create a weekly service, maybe if it's accepted, a daily service.
Right.
It sounds fruitful.
Would they be open to maybe coming here for a bit for an education? We could show them all the ways that our church helps, and they could bring it over to you.
I wish,
Perhaps.
but we're so
Excellent.
busy with the temple.
One of you should return to Cauldron with us and meet with the halfling yourselves.
Yeah.
I'd hate to speak
Right.
on his behalf.
Only, says Scarlet very quickly, if you can assure that none of our people will come to any harm when they step foot in Cauldron.
Why would that happen?
Well, I can think of a few ways.
Well, Cauldron is a dangerous place these days. There is werewolves and undead and all sorts of threats lurking about. Despite being the sheriff, I can't promise protection from all threats, but the people of Cauldron are friendly folk. We've been working to free Tassel from the grip of Shartuk for a long time now. In fact, our greatest warrior,
I'm
Cal
speaking
Twin
more
Tower.
of the dangers of ideology.
Oh, listen, I'm on board with this one god shit, okay? I don't really care.
And Pigeon
are.
is an important part of Cauldron's decision making, but he's not the only decision maker. I won't deny it. You would have to speak to Lord Shacklebrook,
We'll get you a meeting.
but he's a practical man.
But we can't guarantee you that you won't come to harm, even if the meeting goes poor.
If you can
Unless
make
you
an
attempted
oath,
his life, but yeah.
well, if you can swear us an oath that no harm will come to any of our representatives when they enter Cauldron, I think we would be very happy
Swear
to help.
that. Fuck it.
Neil, wait. I just want to roll a charisma check to think back. I know that Shacklebrook has raised some concerns about these guys, calling them a cult before. I don't think that there's a kill on sight kind of vibe.
It was
right?
Basil. It was Basil who didn't like it. Lord Shacklebrook wasn't certain.
Basil's a little bitch.
And Basil's a bitch.
All his skin's been boiled off, so fuck him.
And these guys fucking healed us. They're actually trying to make meaningful difference in the town. I think this is one of the things where Neil is trying to be like, oh, it's like a new thing. Isn't it
but
scary?
actually
But it's
good.
actually a good thing. So yeah, fuck
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I consider it, and then I hear Pigeon's voice of reason in my head. And I say, yeah, we can make that oath.
I
So
love
swear
making
it.
oaths.
I swear it under the sun and the light of Illumis that your representatives will come to no harm in Cauldron.
I swear it under all aspects of Illumis that none of your representatives will come to harm.
Thank you very
You're quite
much.
smart, Pigeon. You pick up on things fast, don't you?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm the detective.
I'm sure that's why you are.
So, is it okay if we stay for a while and you look at our wounds like you did the last time I was here? I say to Scarlet.
Of course. We would be happy to tend to your wounds.
Thank you.
And maybe since you're, here anyway, we could always use a little bit of help.
Of course, yeah. I was just telling Nicholas Sinclair yesterday how we wish to see an
Nathaniel, by the
end.
way.
Nathaniel, sorry, Neil called you Nicholas. I knew I was right. I was just speaking to Nathaniel yesterday about the Brim Street boys down on the docks. Those bandits besmirched my honor the last time I was in Cauldron, and they remain a threat to free trade across the south. Whilst they control the docks, our fortunes will always be in the pockets of High Castle. I and Lord Shacklebrook see a day where the docks run freely and the south makes its own wealth.
You know, Luther, this church deals with a lot of things. We take over a lot of work because somebody has to do them. But as of right now, healing somebody's bruised ego isn't really one of those things.
I understand that a man of the divine might see it that way, but their personal affronts to me is one reason, but the economic reason and the prosperity of all that live in the south surely is the most important factor. Why is it you defend them, Father Sinclair? They're bandits of the worst order.
I've been in these lands for a long time. I'm not from here. You were born here, Luther? Pigeon?
I was born in Stromheim.
I was born in Stromheim.
Right.
Capital, yeah. Just up the road.
Cauldron's the town of second chances.
I spent some time in Stromheim as well. Maybe more than you. A little bit longer in the tooth, maybe. I've seen nobles and kings and knights and bandits come through all of these towns. Change hands all the time. I was here when the demons arrived.
Me too.
Is that
we
true,
were in
Pigeon?
Stromheim when that happened.
I was a baby, yeah.
Pigeon was just young. I remember it.
I remember walking through the streets, healing who I could. People torn to pieces. People grasping at their organs as they spilt out of their bodies. Stitching people up, hearing their screams. And, you know, at the end of the day, it didn't really matter who sat in that one chair making the decisions at one point. You need people out there helping them, right?
Of course.
I have heard so many men and women go through these towns and talk about the prosperity that they could bring and the economic situation that they could change with their plan that's surely going to work this time. I don't really care about that. I don't really care about your plans for that. In my experience, most of the time, it doesn't really change.
You're right to be cynical, Father Sinclair, and you're clearly a very wise man. Perhaps I can convince you in another way. Myself personally, and Lord Shacklebrook, by extension, along with the work of Lord Divon Armstrong in Shirebrook, are dealing with a grave threat at the moment. In fact, Pigeon and I stumbled upon something horrific in the Black Pine Marsh but a few months ago. I was held captive by one of the demons from the initial invasion that still lurks here. I won't bore you with the details as I've told this story many, many times. Perhaps over a drink I can explain the rest. But that this thing escaped and it is plotting to reopen a way for its colleagues to re-enter our world. That is what Keltitel and his men were meant to be here for, to help us find and deal with this threat. If you help us in our endeavors in Tassel, you're going to put us in a much stronger position to find this thing and potentially save the world from a second invasion.
And just to be frank, a lord in the south being on the side of your religion, your monotheistic religion, it seems like, would go a long way with getting your religion not persecuted.
Hearing that there might be a chance for the demons to open up, Nathaniel is aware, is I think wise enough to think that there might be a possibility he's being manipulated here, because he did just mention the demon thing, and now Luther is immediately latching onto that. I'm going to give him a charisma check to see how much I believe you.
Luther's got to roll one as well.
Do you want me to roll one as well?
I do.
Sure.
Let me check my chart here because he did crit success and you failed, but
Nick, this is how you roll when we roll against each other once.
Yeah, I know. But I'm telling the truth, so it's okay.
Okay.
But I would say that, though, wouldn't I?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sorry,
He rolled a natural 20 because he's said this story in this campaign in character like 50 times.
I've told the story to literally everyone I could be.
Yeah, he has fucking. He is a professional at this one.
This is the one time where I'm actually justified in telling it again, though, because Peach also.
Yeah, actually, yeah, literally. Yeah.
Literally the only person watching this campaign right
Yeah.
now who's not heard this story.
It's so true. That's funny.
You definitely believe him.
Okay. I look at Scarlet concerned.
Yeah.
A demon trying to reopen the portal.
Reopen a portal or a way. Like I said, we encountered it in the Black Pine Marsh. It was in league with an imp. It had mephits at its command, mongrelmen. It was some sort of half squid, half man. It had no legs, but sages that I've spoken to in High Castle suggest that maybe the thing can alter its form. In fact, well, like I said, there's some strange goings on in Cauldron right now. It could even be responsible for that.
By Loomis.
This story again, Luther.
He hasn't heard it. That was the abridged version, anyway.
This is concerning.
You're telling me. And it's very concerning that Kelteetle is sitting here held up in his keep instead of fulfilling the oaths that he made to me. I beg of you, both, for whatever sway you have over Kelteetle, encourage him to work with us, to work with Lord Shacklebrook and fulfill the task that he came here to do. We need to see this threat ended as soon as possible.
This, if what you say is true, this is of the highest priority. Thousands, tens of thousands could die if this happens.
Duh.
Yeah.
All the work we do here would be for naught.
We have powerful allies on our side. Lord Divin Armstrong in Shirebrook and King Imric McGarry in Mistria are working on this problem. We are the foot soldiers, though, and it's just the two of us. We could recruit you to the cause. It'd make us all safer. Take your time.
McGarry's so cool.
Take your time to think on it. You know, we will be here for a few days. Yeah, I need to see to my wounds before I can risk another journey along the West Road.
Oh yeah, speaking of, can you heal us?
Well, I think this is maybe happening as we're sitting down and getting our wounds bandaged and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, but magical healing, Luther.
I know, but if you just ask for it, you might not get it.
Well, I'm asking.
I assess your what HP. I do like a medical assessment of you guys. What HP?
I'm on 18 out of
are you at?
41.
And I'm on 5 out of 35.
I give Luther a
Let's
healing
go.
spell.
You
Let's go.
have now. Here's the question, because you have a lot of healing spells at your disposal if you want. We didn't make a spell list for you because you know that's not worth the time. But how many healing spells would you want to keep in reserve for other people if they need them? Versus how many do you want to expend on these people? What's your healing distribution?
I think he's always making like an assessment like this, and just kind of from experience, he kind of has an idea of, you know, how many people he's going to have to heal today, probably what's going to come up and stuff like that, and keeping stuff in reserve. I feel like expending one healing spells, because I think he probably has many. The type of person that he is, he's probably learned like a lot of them.
Right. You also have like purifying food and drink spells for the water you were saying earlier.
But he did see how wounded we were yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. And just like assessing the wounds and, you know, the wounds that would correspond to him being at like, what is it, like 9 out of 35 or something?
5 out of 35.
5 out of 35.
41.
He would feel like that it's probably worth it to give up one of them here.
Let's go.
Okay.
Take them. All right, good. I'm feeling a lot better after that.
And did you want to give one on Pigeon as well, or just one for Luther?
Nope. Pigeon's good.
Okay.
Which is good.
Really?
How many does he, like, it might help if he knew he had, like, 6 level 1 spell slots, for example, or something like that.
You want to know what level the cleric is? You're just
No,
trying
I
to,
don't.
You're just
You-
trying to
you
mine
can-
him for information.
I'm not. I think it would help Peachel make an informed decision if he knew how many spell slots he had. But it's
I
fine.
think if someone is healthy enough to where they're at what corresponds to more than half of their HP, I don't think that.
I'm 18 out of 41. That's not half. You
Close enough,
fool.
I think.
43%.
I'm fine. I mean, I was on 1 HP yesterday, and now I'm on 12, so
Whatever, I'll
that's pretty great.
I
But
think
can we
maybe
get- can we-
Nathaniel makes an assessment that he doesn't want to give Pigeon the impression that he's giving him worse treatment for some reason. Is there like a super minor healing spell I could use here?
Nope. D8's your lowest one.
All right. I just bandage him a bunch and tell him like you're gonna be okay, chap. It's not that bad. See, I've seen way worse. Like three people today I've seen that were worse than this.
We at least get bandaged, and assuming that we don't do any fighting, Neil, we should be able to get 2 HP today.
That's correct.
Okay.
Good.
Well, I don't
As
need
you
you to
are-
make a decision now.
As you're having this conversation,
Yeah.
the door opens and a woman in a wheelbarrow holding a baby gets sort of rolled into the temple. It's
Oh, no.
Bethany.
right? And she's just sort of like her eyes are rolled back, her arms are sort of limp. The person rolling her in.
Loomis. What happened to her?
Jesus.
Well, we picked her up on the side of the road, and ever since then she's been. I thought she was just asleep at first, but she hasn't really roused since then.
All right. I'm sure it's nothing. Post natal stress and all that. I thought it's probably nothing big. How is the baby okay?
The baby seems like it hasn't been fed yet.
Or a demon baby.
Right.
It's okay.
I give the baby to Pigeon. Make sure this is fed.
I will take the baby, yeah.
Pigeon, you don't lactate.
I know.
Okay, cool.
I will check.
Well,
I will
find
do
a
a
woman
good
that
check.
lactates. There's many
I'll
of them
do
out
it,
on
I'll
the
do
street.
it.
Come on.
I'll do a good check on the baby, Neil. Is this a demon baby?
I mean, it's just got the tail's small. You
What
know.
about the horns?
There's no horns. It's hornless.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, not
The
yet.
horns come in later, don't they?
Nathaniel's assuming this is like some sort of birth defect or whatever. He doesn't get
It's very
caught up in
woke of you.
conspiracies like this. Yeah.
It's very woke.
I mean, I'll go out, Neil, and I'll try to find a lady who lactates, but
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
There's
all
plenty of mothers with babies around, and
Okay.
you know, in a society where life and death hang in the balance every single day, you help out where you can.
People willing to feed the demon baby, yeah.
I'll ask the
Well-
lady.
Have you ever seen a baby like this?
I show her the tail.
Well, that's a different thing altogether.
Don't want a demon baby corrupting the milk, do you?
No way. Tail? I haven't been heavy with milk lately. I need to make sure that my own children are fed. Maybe Joanne down the street, you know?
Well, no, I'm asking you, lady. Have you ever heard of something like this? I know that there's the hag.
I've heard about the hag too.
What was her name? Barbara? Joe?
Bethany?
Barbara Ann.
Bethany? Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, have you heard of Bethany? Has she ever gone there?
I don't know anything about that. I thought the hag was way over near Shirebrook. I thought Tassel was supposed to be safe from the monsters. That all the monsters were in the east. Is that
I'm
not
not
true?
sure. This looks like a demon baby to me. You'd be safer in Cauldron.
All right, I'll go to the next lady, but I plant that in her mind.
Yeah. Do you inform? Do you give all of the mothers informed consent about the demon baby?
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck this demon baby.
One
Fuck the
mother
demon baby.
is willing to feed the demon baby. You know, oh, well, we're all creatures of Illumis, and sometimes, children are born strange. My first child was born with a tooth, and he turned out just fine. I'm sure this is just an oddity. And Bethany's a good woman. She would never consort with demons. I'm sure of it. This must just be one of those things that happens in life. Got a brother
I heard
who's
she went to
little-
a hag.
I say a lie. I'm gonna give you a charisma check on this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
She pauses as like she's, undoing her top to.
Are you sure you want to feed it?
She went to see a hag?
That's what the lady said. All of the other mothers wouldn't feed it.
Then why'd you come see me?
I was told to.
She buttons her top back up.
Pigeon is an evil
maybe
bastard.
Bethany she'll come around. I'm sure she'll come around soon. No need to. She just thrusts the baby back in your hands.
Decide.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll let Loomis decide.
All right. Well, I tried my best.
Back in the temple, after my wounds are bandaged and that, I say, well, I really should be heading back to the keep to speak with Kaltitel. Don't feel like you need to come with me, but you're welcome to if you'd like. I say to Nathaniel and Scarlet.
I need to take care of Bethany here. And he starts like examining her and stuff like that.
Let me check what the role is here. We're gonna have you.
I say, well, good luck, cleric, and good luck, Bethany. I take my leave, Neil.
I need you to make me a wisdom check at -2. Cleric.
Yes. Good. Very good.
Hmm.
I head to the keep.
You head to the keep.
I'll
Soon
grab Pigeon on the way
Pigeon
if I
will
can.
come back with the child. But before then. You know what? Childbirth is dangerous. In the days before modern medicine, 1/3 of the female population died in childbirth. It's not looking good for Bethany.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. I mean,
It's just,
I do what I can with healing spells and stuff, and
there ain't no magic that can heal this. It's not a superficial wound. It's got to be internal bleeding. I'm sure you've got some old timey word like her humors are misaligned, or the phlegm of the chakras are spoiled, or something like that. But this is just one of the sad things. You can make her comfortable. You can feed her. You can give her water. But her body is weak from everything, and it is failing, it looks like.
Demon baby. It's always
demon
gonna get
baby.
you.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you can't expect to survive that.
You can't, man. What do you
You
always
can't,
say?
yeah. I mean, short-sighted on her part. She should have thought about that while she was rimming that fucking demon.
This is the vibes of the campaign, Pichal. It's a quite a bit different from Floating Fortress.
Got it.
The
Got
reason
it.
we call it Hardly Heroes. Yeah. You can tend to Bethany for a little while before Pigeon returns with the crying baby.
It's not looking good for her. Did you get the baby fed?
No lady would feed it. There's a rumor
What?
going around that it's a demon baby.
What kind of who started that rumor? What? That's
It's because
nonsense.
of the damn
Who told you
tail
that?
on it.
What? How would they even know about the tail? It's just a tail. It's just a birth
Well,
defect. Why would you?
they went to feed it and they saw it.
Are you an idiot?
You make Pigeon cry.
Luther, is your detective an idiot?
No, I left. I've gone to the keep. You can't call me. But no, he's not. He's just very sad.
Why would you show them the tail? Obviously, they're not going to feed. This baby's going to die because you show. Why would you do that?
Why'd you make me do this task? I've never dealt with a baby before.
Because somebody's got to do it around here, you know?
Pigeon will hand you the baby and leave, running, crying.
Fools.
One of the
Idiots.
They'll regret the day they made Pigeon cry.
One of the lantern holders will tend to the baby and rock it and try to get it to stop crying as much as possible.
Can they not just give it like cow's
demon
milk?
baby, Neil.
I don't know.
Like,
I know
it's not
nothing
gonna
about
ki-
child
I mean,
raising.
I don't think it's ideal, but better than starving, surely.
Are you sure they want to give it to the demon baby?
I'm just suggesting that if they want the baby to survive, they might consider giving it cow's milk.
I'm
rather
sure
than
they will
breast
try,
milk.
give it something
Yeah.
non-human
Let
milk.
the baby die, man.
Let the baby. The baby's had its day. Okay, it's 2 days old. What does it expect?
Well,
Let it.
life is short, life is hard.
Demon babies.
Especially when you're a demon, yeah.
If Bethany ends up dying, I arrange for her body to be.
Well, she's not going to die today.
All right.
Okay.
I'll stay at her side.
Okay.
I've gone to the keep, and someone might have told Pigeon that I was going to the keep. He probably could have guessed anyway, so I don't know if he wants to catch up, but that's where I go.
Well, we'll start with you there. Pigeon will catch up shortly after.
He doesn't have to if he doesn't want to. If he's got better things to be doing.
Well,
Maybe
Nick,
you can go and deal with the Broom Street boys. Don't know.
you arrive at the keep. It's daytime. They let you on in. The keep is it's not great. You know, it's kind of a crappy keep. It's got a little wooden wall, a palisade wall.
Yeah.
It was made by bandits with slave labor. And no architects and no real good construction techniques. So as they said, it's pretty barren. There's like some cots that have been laid out on hardwood floors or dirt floors. And there's a big fireplace that's half decent. But other than that, like it's basically 2 rooms.
Oh,
and
okay.
a little
Can I chat
courtyard.
with one of the guards?
Yeah.
Greetings. I'm here to speak with Cal Teetle. I'm
course.
Sheriff Luther from Cauldron.
You're expected.
Oh, good. Hey, is it true that there was a hellhound in here?
Yes.
By the gods. How? Where did it come from?
I don't know.
What did you do
I
with it?
presume some level of hell. We killed it.
I guess so.
We
Where
hacked
is
it to
it?
bits. Threw it
Good.
off the side of the cliff.
Good. Did it kill anyone? Did you lose many men in the battle? Shartuk was a formidable fighter.
When you have 8 well-armored knights, it's not the worst thing in the world. But we arrived at Tassel. We set up camp outside the gates. And we're formulating a plan. Lady Alkali, God's rest her soul, insisted that we just rush the place, just be over and done with it. So that's what we did. Let me find my notes on the.
It's honestly better for the realm that she's dead.
Yeah, she's fucking useless by the sounds of it.
Made notes about the siege.
Sorry to give you something else to respond to, Neil, but I say to him, I heard about what happened to Lady Alkali. Has your family served her for a long time? Or served hers?
No.
It's a tragic loss.
Well, yes and no. I mean, she's our liege lord for now. I don't. He shrugs.
Ooh.
So many things change. Like so many nobles are moving over, right?
Find
Lands
out
are-
who was the second in command, Nick.
What do you make of the south now you're here? Do you intend to stick around, or are you waiting to go back to Kai Castle?
As soon as my service is done, I'm getting the hell out of here.
How long is that out of interest?
I'll have to ask Kelteedle.
I thought Kelteetle intends to stay, doesn't he?
He shrugs. I'm just doing as I'm told. You know, they say jump, I say how high. They say it's time to do your service, I say for how long. They say shut up and put on this armor and come march south with us. I'm just here until
Well,
I'm told to go home.
I'm glad you're still alive, friend.
Yep, they made some makeshift ladders and just sieged the keep. One of the knights did die in the process. A few of the others were wounded.
That means they have armor around here somewhere.
And you know,
And they lost 4 knights with Alkali, so they've maybe only got 3 left. Yeah. Okay, well, I do I get led in to speak to Teetle?
yeah, of course. You will find Kelteedle here.
Teetle, it's good to see you again. You sleep well?
I did.
Good.
As
good.
much as
Did
we
you
sleep these days.
Did Nathaniel and you have a good conversation about the gnolls? I can give you some more information if that's useful.
No, that's okay. I don't need any more information about the gnolls. We talked quite a bit.
Well, only that I don't know much about gnolls. So I heard you mention that they only passed through, but they were furious fighters, and there was a lot of them. Perhaps they could be responsible for other tragedies on the road. But before we get into more serious matters, I have some good news to share with you, but it's good news
Has
that...
Lady Redshield written me?
It's good news for all of us, but perhaps not so much for you. I'm sorry to say that Annabelle Redshield has agreed to marry Lord Shacklebrook.
That's gonna piss him off, you.
He slouches, his eyes cast to the ground. See.
There is a reason, though, that Annabelle's attentions were turned away. There is another at the keep in Cauldron whose eye you caught.
Oh.
His head lifts. Excuse me?
There is a knight in Lord Shacklebrook's service. Was it Ann Castor that we were doing, or was it Bell? It was Castor,
And
right?
Castor, yeah.
It was Caster.
Kel Ann Castor took a liking to you whilst you were visiting. I know, well,
Castor.
I don't know.
Do-
That's right, Castor.
the Castor family.
Neil, I roll. Do I know? Like, I don't know their family, but
They're
I roll
a
heraldry
big,
check.
rich family from Stromheim. You know them.
Okay, I get a 31, so they're a famous family.
They're a famous,
Yes.
wealthy family. Yeah.
Yeah, and Castor. Whoever the head of the family is, I say, like, her grandfather is Lord Castor.
Mm-hmm.
She's a good fighter. She's a loyal woman. She has a good head on her shoulders. She's quite comely. I don't know what your intentions with Tassel are, Kelteetle, but if you did want to put down roots,
Yeah.
it could be arranged.
The young Ann Castor's almost. She's a little greater than half my age. She's in her early 20s, isn't she? He's like, in his 50s. I'm surprised that such a young woman would be interested.
Oh, that's good. If he dies, she gets to keep it, right?
I think perhaps you underestimate your value, Kelteetle. You're a man of great renown and honor. We knew about your exploits in Cauldron before you arrived, and you handled yourself well, as I understand, in Cauldron and in this battle in Tassel as well. If you are to stay in command of this place, that would make you a lord of sorts.
I find myself surprised by this. Thank you for the news. Give Lady Redshield and Lord Shacklebrook my congratulations on their engagement.
Of course, I will.
Of course.
Yes. There is another matter, though.
Yes?
We in Cauldron have long been concerned with the state of Tassel. Things here do not run smoothly. In fact,
Yes.
whilst
yes,
things are
yes.
much better today than they were, there are a great many issues that plague this town, not least of which one that plagues the whole south, and that is the docks being closed for frequent business. We would really like to work to get the docks back open here. We'd really like to see some work being done in Tassel, some gold flowing around. How do we get things moving around here?
Well, Sheriff
no.
of Cauldron, perhaps you should stick to your own jurisdiction and manage your own people. Tassel, it belongs to the Alkali House, whoever that may be at this point in time, and I am overseeing things. I think you overstep your line by coming in and saying what needs to be done in a place that is not your own.
Apologize, I didn't mean to command you. Clearly that's not my place. I'm just a sheriff, not even a knight, never mind a lord.
I'm not a lord either, but how would you feel if I came into Cauldron and started telling you what needed to be done in your town?
Of course, you're right. Foolish of me, I overstepped. I apologize.
It's fine. I appreciate you clearing the gnolls from the road.
Well,
Wish you a
half of them
speedy
at least.
recovery.
Some of them have survived. No doubt there's more out there. I would like to see greater companionship between Tassel and Cauldron. I would like to see the South working together to make this a better place. I know you are from High Castle, but the king there doesn't cast his glance south very often. And we are in need of help.
I know.
Help that your late lady promised us. Help that the king promised us.
What do you want me to do about this? I'm here, aren't I? Have I not come to help? Did I not bring men? Did I not lose men? Did I not suffer wounds? Did I not clear the bandits from Tassel? Have I not restored peace to this place?
That wasn't what they were here for.
You have. That's not what I understood your intention to be. And I have to say, we were all a little bit shocked to hear of the king's declaration and making Lady Alkali countess.
It is not what my initial understanding was, but after the great lords in High Castle spoke of these things, it was deemed that a good family ought to be represented in the South and manage the southern goings-on, instead of a young lord, a Dracissian, and a dwarf. Well, 2 Dracissians and a dwarf.
Well, the thing is, this wasn't made clear to us whilst your army rested in Cauldron, and it leaves a sour taste. And I don't just speak for Lord Shacklebrook here, I speak on behalf of Lord Armstrong as well.
Can Pigeon show up at some point?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pigeon can be coming in soonish. Find a spot whenever you want.
Yeah.
I'll come in now.
Listen, I understand your grievances. I'm a simple soldier following my orders. You're a sheriff. You're following your orders. If you have problems with the way the world is, look up. Address the people who make these decisions. I cannot solve your political problems. All I can do is put steel to the task. And I can only follow the orders I've been given.
You say look up. I'll look a little bit higher. After meeting our cleric friends yesterday, I've been occupied with thoughts of the gods. And I can speak for the southern folk when I say, we here, as well as Alumis obviously, put our faith in Astur. The lords of High Castle seem more to favour Cheese than Astur.
I don't know what you want from me, Sheriff.
If you knew me, Kelteetle, you'd know that I wasn't born... My position might seem lowly to you, and it is. But this station I have found myself in is far above that to which I was born. I grew up in the slums of Stromheim, and I've made this small part of the world a better place by acting and trying to do good when the opportunity arises. The world suffers when good men sit idle amidst great dangers. It is a waste for you and your men to sit here waiting for the politicians and the nobility in High Castle to decide what is to be done with the lives in Tassel that suffer on a daily basis. You should meet with Ann Castor and do something for you and do something for Tassel.
You know, the peasants taking up names now, yeah?
What was that?
You know, the peasants? They're taking last names.
The
times are a-changing, man.
There are a lot of strange traditions in the South.
This wasn't a tradition. You're in the South now. Things aren't up there like they were in High Castle. You could really make something of yourself if you would give yourself a chance. And Lord Shacklebrook can help you. We can help you.
What are you saying?
I looked at Luther.
We're saying, meet with Ancaster, consider what's on the table, and instead of waiting for the Alkali successors to show themselves down south, work with us. Let's get things moving in Tassel sooner rather than later. Let's get you married. Let's get you a noble name. And let's make your rulership of Tassel official.
He looks between the two of you. You're suggesting treason.
Treason.
You made your oath to Lady Alkali. She's dead.
Our faith should be in the gods, and I don't wish to speak ill of the dead, but perhaps if Lady Alkali had put her faith in a stair instead of cheese, things would look differently today.
Perhaps it is
worried,
best
because he might kill me for that.
you head back to Cauldron. Give my regards to Lord Shacklebrook and his betrothed. You can let Lady Redshield, I will stop writing to her.
And Ancaster?
If she wishes to say something to me, I will hear what she has to say.
Well, I'm being treated by the clerics. I'm still wounded and the road's dangerous. Would you allow me to remain in Tassel for a few days longer?
You should leave as soon as you feel capable.
All right, well, he's got to get assassinated, right, Nick?
I don't know, maybe he'll see. Maybe he'll come around.
We can give him a night.
I think with that, he escorts you out of the room.
Yeah.
As I'm walking out, I guess I'll say,
There aren't many people around here who want to be your friends.
Ain't that the truth? Oh, man.
I would think carefully.
and then we'll leave.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He politely escorts you out of the small shitty keep. You can go out through the main gate. Well, party, you have a new cleric. I don't know if friend is the right word. I'm not sure what that relationship is. You've had a nice long chat with Kelteedle, which has I think you've made an impression, but it might not be clear what his reaction is immediately to that.
It was a lot. If that was real life, he wouldn't make a decision there and then.
No, he can't.
He has to think about it. He can weigh his options.
Yeah. What is the party's plan?
Well, I do think whilst we're here, we could do something to help the dock situation. Clear the way for the
we need to
pitmen.
skip some time and get some HP then.
Are you going to bring one of these lantern holders to Cauldron?
I would like to. I would also like to convince one of them. I would like to convince Nathaniel to help us deal with the Broom Street boys.
Well, if you're going to bring them to Cauldron, whatever you do in Tassel, you should probably get their approval on if you want to make a good relation there. Why don't we
definitely
take a short break and come back and figure out what's going to happen in Tassel. So the party heads off probably back to the temple to talk to the lantern holders.
Yeah, but I don't know. We've just been there. The woman is dying there. I suggest we go back to the tavern and speak to them in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, let's go heal.
All right.
We're not in a rush.
A day passes. You gain 2 HP each.
Cool. And then in the morning, I think we head to the service again.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that night, Pigeon, let you and I talk about, like, what does dealing with the Broom Street boys look like, ideally? Like, do we want to kill them all? Do we want to drive them out of town? Do we just want to deal with their leaders and invite the rest of them to work with the pitmen?
Honestly, what we should do is we should take over the Brim Street boys. We kill their leaders and then bring them back to Cauldron with us.
No, we don't want to invite a bunch of bandits into Cauldron. That's a bad idea.
It's the town of second chances, man. They could turn their life to the law. We need people. Maybe we kill most of them, take 2?
We could. I think as soon as their leaders go down, they'll throw down their weapons. I think that coward's wet behind the ears.
Yeah, if I recall, these are basic bitches.
Yeah. They did have a wizard, though.
Well, that's probably their leader.
Yeah. I mean, it would be good to get him on side, but that might be a step too far. But the clerics are more important. If they're not on board, we shouldn't jeopardize it by doing it now.
Agreed.
Yeah. All right, well, we should get there before their service starts.
Yeah. All right, we'll go.
All right, you arrive in the morning. Today is Scarlet Sunbeam's job to give a little speech, to give a little talk in, a little education to the masses. Welcome, faithful, lost, and those in need of help. We are here to give thanks to those that have made us, to the world that we see, to the light that warms us and guides us, to what allows us to see truth and be with each other. Illumis is the true divine self. He is a highly complex being. I know many of us were raised with the 25 gods and the false understandings of Falumbra and the heretical thoughts of Relcor. But that is not how the world is. Illumis came first. And the 25 other gods are his other facets, his agents, his aspects, his beings. Have you ever had one of your friends tell you, invite you out for an evening, and you think to yourself, oh, I can't wait to go see my friends and have a nice drink down at the tavern or go play some bocce ball in the fields? And at the same time, another part of you says, oh, I'm so tired from the day's work. Can't I just rest at home? Have you ever felt that internal conflict? Well, that's what the different aspects of Illumis are like. Martha wants this. Varasi wants that. Malchus wants this. Astaire wants that. These, what you were raised with as gods, are really just the different parts of Illumis, his different sub-facets. And they all have different sides, different forces and desires, and sometimes they come into conflict with each other. These facets manifest as divine entities, but we are so small, we mortal beings are so small in comparison that we have mistaken these facets for actual distinct divine beings. So great is Illumis, the sun god, that even these facets have sub-facets. You know, Varasi we know as the person who brings you to the next side. We know her as the old crone, as the warrior goddess, as the aspect of all endings. But these are just facets of a single facet of the greater god who is so much bigger than everything else. And the other clerics, the ones who may have taught you the truths of the world and led you thus far, they're not wrong per se. Varasi is a distinct entity from Martha, is a distinct entity from Astaire. It's just these other clerics haven't seen the whole picture. They haven't seen how it all binds together. And I know what you're saying. 25 gods, but there are 28. Well, Illumis is the one. Falumbra, not a god. The other gods, they appear as stars in the night sky. Falumbra appears as the moon. Very similar to Illumis, but separate entity altogether. Falumbra is much more like our plane, except it's the plane of spirits. She's not a divine being. She's not even a she. It is a place that we go after we die. And Relcor, the supposed god of darkness. Well, Relcor does not exist. Relcor is a figment of people's desires. We're pattern finders. We're pattern makers. People have only claimed Relkor to exist because of this comfortability we have with the idea of balance. There's a goddess of life and a goddess of death. There's a god of order and a god of chaos. There's a god of time and a goddess of nature. There's always a balance in these things, right? And so
Pigeon will ask you a question. He'll like interrupt.
But aren't there Relkor clerics out there?
have you ever met a Relkor cleric?
He shakes his head no.
You know,
Compelling.
people see Loomis as just a regular god, and so they think there must be a light god and a dark god. And I would ask you, young man in the audience, have you ever seen Relkor? You see Loomis in the sky all day long because he is the one major entity, the entity, and when he's not here in the night sky, you see some of his aspects. But where
wouldn't
is Relkor?
Relkor be all of the other stuff that you don't see? Wouldn't it be all the darkness out there?
Why would that be a god? See, that's the thing. People
He
say
shrugs, yeah.
if the god of darkness, Relkor is the god of darkness, therefore you can't see her. And that is saying the proof is that there is no proof that a god of darkness exists, and the proof that she exists is that you cannot see her. It's a logical circle. It's the sort of people who pretend the world is flat. It's that sort of thought process.
It is flat.
It's not flat. It's quite round.
Pish posh.
Well,
What about the ice wall?
there's a bit of chuckling throughout the crowd. Now, we also know Loomis is the one true god because he is the day. You only see the other lesser gods, the aspects of a Loomis at night when a Loomis is not here. But he literally outshines all the other gods.
And even those are giving us light.
This is our lesson for today. I know it's brief. Some of you have heard it before. Those of you who are new to it, think upon it. If you have any questions, come ask me at the end. May the light of Loomis guide you throughout your day. Good day, everybody. And, she'll step down from the little altar and give you all, an opportunity to get up and
Praise Loomis.
Can
praise
I get
Loomis.
forgiveness?
I'll go up and ask.
For what?
Well, I did something bad once.
Don't tell them. Why? Don't tell them. Are you
What did you
stupid?
do?
I killed someone once.
Why did you kill them?
Well, they were doing scary things.
But you think you need to be forgiven for it?
Yeah.
You
Why do
passed
you
the
think you
check,
need to be
dude.
forgiven? Why do you need to be forgiven?
Because I may have judged them too harshly.
Do you forgive yourself?
Pigeon thinks for a second. Yeah. Yeah, he does,
Seems
of
like
course.
a baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Then why are you asking me for forgiveness?
Well, because that's what you usually do. You usually go to the gods and ask for forgiveness.
Well, Loomis sees all. He sees your actions. He sees your heart. He sees how you think
Pigeon
and
feels his
how you
back.
behave.
Well,
You don't need
if they
my
try-
forgiveness. You need
If
to
they try and heal
feel
you,
it.
they might fail.
So I should ask him for forgiveness then?
You can communicate directly with him, but no,
go to
it's
the
a
altar, Neil.
reflection of how you communicate with yourself is how you communicate with him.
I will go to the altar, if there's an altar, and
Yeah.
I will pray directly to Loomis and ask him for forgiveness for killing his cleric in the Metallic Hills.
Did you kill any? You killed some of the others as well, didn't you? The worshippers.
Of course I did, Nick.
It was a fucking slaughter.
13.
You reach out to Loomis. You ask, how do you do it?
Oh, well, Loomis, I judged your people too harshly, and I had no idea that they were members of your great,
Not cult. I wouldn't say cult, but like
Flock.
your great flock. I saw that it looked like they were trying to resurrect a golem, and that's the only reason I attacked. I'm sorry for killing one of your clerics, sir. I'll spend the rest of my... I'll help out. I'll get one of your clerics to come to Cauldron, and I'll get my lord to be happy with you, and we'll dedicate the temple to you as forgiveness.
The ceiling above you has like a hole in the middle of it, like a big dome to let the light flow through. You know, sunlight sort of shines all around. Some small mirrors have been set up to like make sure the sunlight reflects all over the place. And there is a sunbeam that comes down like directly onto the altar where you're kneeled.
We're happy
hands
to be
clasped
sitting
together. Yeah. And
I'm very sorry, Illumis.
the light upon your head and shoulders and back begins to intensify and heat. And you will take 1d4 damage. Make me saving throw versus spell.
What do we see here?
Oh, well, that depends on his save. Success. So everybody else in the temple, you know, people are talking and mingling after service. You might have noticed Pigeon go talk to Scarlet. You do see him maybe casually out of the corner of your eye go to the altar. And then while he's there in prayer, and Luther, I don't know who you're talking to, and St. Clair, I'm not sure who you're talking to. But you inevitably notice this like odor of something charred, like a candle burning, even though it's morning and there's no candles anywhere. And you look over and you see like a little bit of smoke and steam rising off of the shoulders of Pigeon, who then like gets up with a yelp and moves out of the sunbeam and like quickly like pats at his back. And you can see the back of his clothes they're not set aflame, but the little stray fibers have been charred and the wool has been like worn back. And where his hands were near the altar are like the imprints of shadows from his hands that slowly begin to melt away.
I say to
the people
to St.
nearby.
Clair, who's next to me, I say, is that magnifying glass up there? I say to St. Clair, is that magnifying glass up there?
I frown.
Is it?
He's
Neil?
still mad at me.
No.
I
Scarlet
don't know what
looks
you mean.
over.
Well,
What was that?
are you all right? I take a look at
nod.
your back.
Well, Loomis, you know, sometimes him and I, we have conversations.
You do?
Yeah.
What kind of conversations?
Oh, you know. It's hard to tell. I just feel him, you know, a lot of the time when I'm walking around. I feel his gaze on me.
That's just the sun, Pigeon. I keep telling you this.
You can notice
I don't
on
know.
Pigeon like red marks where the sunlight has burned him. Like his skin is visibly pinkened
God.
from the, you know, whatever damage has been caused.
The rat
Oh,
and
that could be
Loomis.
good.
Yeah.
It could be him forgiving me. You know, who knows?
You've been blessed.
Have I been blessed?
The other the non-clerics in the room sort of back up, not sure what to say. Scarlet comes over to consult with St. Clair, Nathaniel St. Clair. Nathaniel, did you see that? Did you see Pigeon walk up to the altar, pray, and then the sunlight burn him?
I mean, it could be anything, right?
What does it mean?
I'm not prepared to explain, but
Is the sunlight still there?
I mean, there's like a sunbeam there. It's the sunbeam is still there.
Neil, I've
I'll
never
go back,
seen
kneel
anything
down
like
real
this
quick,
happen,
and
right?
tell him I'm sorry again.
I'm sorry. I deserve that.
You have a
I
spell
want to do good.
that does an effect like that calls down a beam of sunlight to burn people. You know, it's your favorite spell. But it doesn't typically happen naturally while people are in prayer.
Yeah.
Like this might be a Loomis trying to smite someone, or maybe the sun is a blessing.
Do I have
but it's not a
detect
thing.
magic?
You do.
I want to cast it.
Yeah.
I do go back, Neil, and I pray again, and I apologize, and I try to,
You
tell him
are,
I'm actually going to try and do good.
you are not burned this time as you sit there.
Good.
You cast Detect Magic. There is definitely... There's like some residue. When you detect magic, you're looking for active effects, but sometimes, like when you cast a spell, there's like a little bit of residual, and you can tell that something has been cast here recently, and it's gone. Like if you like if someone has cast a bark skin spell, for example, you'll notice that like the little bits of bark that have fallen off of them, even after the spell is gone, still like radiate magic for days on end. Yeah. So when you look at Pigeon, you can see like his head and neck and shoulders, where it's exposed, all have like this little faint glow of sunlight magic on it, of evocation magic, of divine magic, of radiant magic, sort of hanging on him.
I think he was being nice because if he wanted to smote me, he could have.
Yep, that's true.
And last time he did it, it was way more damaging.
I think the main thing that Nathaniel's thinking right now is, could there have been another cleric somewhere casting the spell? If it looks a lot like the spell, that seems like the most logical explanation to him. He's a man of faith, but he's also a man of logic. So he's trying to figure that out, but it doesn't seem like...
I'll get up and I'll... Sorry.
Yeah, he saw that Scarlet didn't cast any spells.
I think Illumis wants me to take one of you back to Cauldron and do the temple there and run it. That's what I was praying and I told him I'd do.
Did you know?
It's true.
I watch with interest, but don't say anything. Looking between Nathaniel and Scarlet, see how they're taking this in. Did Pigeon ever tell Luther about what happened in the hills?
I think so, because I showed you... I had an Illumis amulet at one point that I sold.
Okay.
Scarlet definitely walks over to Nathaniel. And she'll look at Nathaniel and kind of like pull him aside and be like, Nathaniel.
Yeah, there must be an explanation that...
When the
signal...
Go ahead.
A god sending a signal like this in a moment like that to some random idiot, it can't be right.
It must mean something, but the plants grow by the light of Illumis, and this was not... the sunlight heals the wounds, and here he's clearly been burned.
Right.
I think this is an ill omen. Is it not?
I agree. He said he killed someone. We can't be working with these people, can we?
Illumis has shown that they are out of favor, can't be trusted, dangerous, something. I don't know what. I know I am your superior within the church, but you are definitely more a man of God than I. I don't know what to make of this.
I've never seen anything like this before. I'm at a loss.
Do we keep an eye
Pigeon
on
did
them?
Go back and he didn't get burned.
Do we keep an eye on them, or do we cast them out?
So this can't be right. This can't be right. This can't be... It can't be a good sign. There's something awfully wrong here. In a holy place like this, an omen like this,
People should be healed.
I
here,
knew
not
that there was
hurt
something
here.
off.
Is everything okay, you two?
We're
Let's
just
get out of here, Luther. That hurt.
discussing.
It's an unusual thing. Loomis only burns his enemies.
He's always been sensitive to the sun. He's very white.
Well,
He's
we're black.
he's literally black.
Oh, we're black. I forgot that we were
He's
black.
literally dark skinned.
Yeah, true.
And before this is the first time in the campaign this has ever come up since you made the character.
Yeah. No, it's come up a couple of times. I walk over to their little huddle. Neil, do I get stopped?
They don't stop you from approaching, but I think they both turn to face you in their conversation, and stop as you approach.
It's obviously not for me to speak on omens, but that looks like thick glass up there. The sun is high in the sky today. Is it not possible? This is just a natural phenomenon. I'd hardly call it burnt. He's a little red.
Let me see your skin again.
Show my skin.
It's pink. It's definitely, there's a little, you ever get sunburned so bad that the skin begins to like blister and ooze? Yeah, he's got like a little blistering oozing going on.
I must have seen wounds like this.
What the fuck did I pass my save for then?
Yeah.
So your clothes didn't catch fire.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Well, that works. That's way better.
you have to leave this church.
Oh, Jesus.
We had plans. So does this mean that you won't be coming to Cauldron?
Even if it weren't for this omen, you said you killed someone?
Well, yeah, you kill bandits all the time.
I've never killed anyone.
Whatever. I fucking leave. Fuck these losers. I don't need a monotheistic god. What were we doing here, anyways?
You're like the incel who calls the woman an ugly whore after.
Yeah,
she
literally.
says, I don't want to commentate with you.
Oh, you're terrible. Yeah.
Nathaniel, Scarlet. We had a good thing on the table here. Is this really... Is that it then?
It appears His Grace and Majesty has asked you to leave. Perhaps you better
I shall leave shortly. Give me but a moment. Our work in Tassel is not complete. We will be in this town. It's better that we get along than we don't. We can work together. There's no reason for us to fight against each other's aims.
I don't think you should be in this town.
Oh. Well, I offer a hand to Scarlet and say, then I'll be on my way. I won't stay where I'm not welcome. But it's a shame.
She
Good luck in your
pointedly
endeavors.
Does not take your hand.
I turn to Nathaniel. I offer him my hand.
I give Luther my hand.
Shake his hand.
Shall Loomis guide your way and help you find whatever it is you need to find?
If you are traveling through on the way to Stromheim, perhaps do say hi. It'd be a shame to not see you again. And I'll turn and leave, taking my greatsword with me, frustrated. But I find Pigeon outside. And I say, what the hell happened?
I think Loomis is still mad at me for killing some of his clerics in the Metallic Hills.
Who could have foreseen that there might have been consequences for that action?
Oh my god.
Well, I guess that's no healing for us.
Let's go
Unless
to
we-
Cauldron. Let's get out of here.
He was
Unless
ready
we're
to
gonna-
come with you. He was ready to go,
I know,
man.
you fucked
What are
it.
you gonna do?
Unless we're going to sit here for 3 weeks, I guess we're going to have to travel as we are.
Yeah, we'll travel as we are. Let's get the fuck out of this shithole.
The party
Damn,
leaves
we've really
Tassel.
achieved nothing now.
Well,
Hopefully Teasel will see sense.
We'll see. there are no encounters on the way back to Cauldron. The road is free and clear of monsters. And I think we're going to end our session here as you get back to Cauldron. Before we do that, though, I would like to talk a little bit more with Nathaniel St. Clair. Because you have seen... I mean, you were ready to go with them. And then you got a pretty clear sign that they were unwelcome. What does this mean to you? You don't have to have a full interpretation now, but we might not see you in the party again for some time. So what can you leave us with?
It seems that he had a little bit of a bad feeling. Nathaniel St. Clair he's a practical man, He, above all else, wants to help people. And to him, at first, it seemed like, they were talking a bunch of bullshit that he's heard a million times before, but they helped him help people. It was good for that. And he genuinely does have the best interest of this group in mind, of this area in mind at all times. He just, and then he was a little bit skeptical at first again, and then the demon stuff got mentioned, and he thought that there was genuinely something to help with here. But he was still, a little bit suspect of everything and stuff, and the fact that Luther immediately brought it up when he mentioned it was a little bit weird. And then he had his doubts, and he was tossing back and forth. He was thinking about talking to Scarlet about it, because even if he did make the decision to come with here, he would have had to make a lot of arrangements, because he does really care about all the people here. He would have had to make sure that they're all safe and stuff. But he would have found a way. But then if he was already kind of on the edge like that, and then something like this happens, like he was probably already praying to Illumis, talking to his god, trying to figure out if this is the right call or not. And then an omen like this happens. That's a clear, nope, don't do this, from a man who's devoted his life to this god. There's no shot he's not taking that omen.
So is this the sort of thing where you're just like, no shot, I'm not going with them, this is done? Or is this the sort of thing where you're like, I've seen a divine signal, I need to tell my higher ups? Do I need to write back to the people on the other side of the continent about this moment? Or
I think there is... the thing is, he doesn't really get involved with politics like this. He doesn't super care about the inner workings of this and stuff like that. Trying to get them blacklisted from a bunch of other Illumis priests or something. He doesn't care about this enough. He doesn't know about the situation enough. He just knows that for his purposes of keeping this town safe and healthy, he needs to stay away from them.
Okay. All right. Well, the party goes the separate way. And I think we're going to say goodbye to Nathaniel St. Clair.
It was a pleasure for him to appear. Seems like you have a great duo of adventurers here who I'm sure are going to bring prosperity and health and all those things to this area.
Wait, did the lady die with the demon baby?
Oh, yeah, good question.
So, you poisoned her.
Just so you know, mood poisoned the woman.
Yeah, with the wine that
she had a demon baby. She's got to get poisoned.
She's been cohorting with demons.
The effect of the poison was going to be 2 days of debilitation, which is all of her stats are reduced by 1/3. But I think if you are already in a weakened state, like being, having just given birth, and then you're hit with some sort of debilitating thing, I think there's a pretty good chance you die. Now, she is in the care of some clerics who can help, but there's no pregnancy healing related spells. So I'm going to give her a 30% chance of death.
Surely it's a save versus death with advantage. She's level 1 or level 0, so she needs 19 probably.
Okay.
There's no way a level 5 cleric could heal her here? Heal her poison here.
Level 5.
Yes, level 5 cleric.
Oh, God.
I think with the cleric, she'll make her saving throw versus death at advantage. So she needs a 16 or higher on one of 2d20s. Why don't you roll it for us, Father St. Clair? 2d20, one of them has to be a 16 or higher.
Rip Bozo.
Thank God.
Bozo.
She did not make it. The demon
What about
child
the demon baby?
does not make it either. You've saved
Yes,
the world.
let's go.
Claire.
We did it! Let's go!
We fucking
Wow.
did it.
We should get some XP for that one, Neil.
It never posed
Saving
a
the
threat
world?
to you, you know. So.
What do you
Not
mean
yet.
it never posed a threat? It was a demon baby.
Yeah, but like if you beat a tied up goblin, you know, you don't get XP for that. Yeah, it was
Well, fuck it,
defenseless.
We saved the world. Boom.
I'll take that all the way to the bank. Even if Neil doesn't recognize it.
No,
Is there anything XP worthy this session?
not really.
I'll just fold it into next session's XP. I'll think about it.
Okay.
We won't hold Peach out longer than it needs. That's it, everybody.
right.
Thanks for watching Hardly
All right.
Heroes. We'll be back next time.
Thanks
See
for
ya.
watching, and I'll see you guys on Floating Fortress. Woo!